on 2nd and 14.
Alert! Hey, orbit!
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Alert!
I come again.
22 jet bomber.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down inside the 10. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 5 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now the try here for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Next the score, Niners 7, Vikings nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
18. He's coming. We got double up.
This is Freeman on first and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Switch. Out.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. This one into the hands of Metcalf. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Jones has it. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
80 weapons. Move.
No. Off. Check it out, Reed.
Red.
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, alert.
Trubisky will throw. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check. Ran, tough. Under crunch.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Lock in. Ran, tough. Hey, ball. Kill.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that is going to be incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. To throw is Jackson. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Allen Robinson there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 32-yard line. 21-0 our score after one.
Check 26, check 26. Mike, ran, tough. Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
To try again after the sack, Trubisky. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Being chased out left. He'll run it, and he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Here's Trubisky to throw. And that will be incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Jackson. Going deep downfield for Roll. He's got a man complete. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Stepping and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Lamar Jackson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. From the 27, Trubisky. A nice little juke. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On the return, it's King. The great blocking nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And an alley to run. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 98 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky gets it off to Freeman. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Freeman. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And to give this time to the tailback. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 30 on second down, Jackson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Hey, turn it up, turn it up. X3, 218, chop it. Alert.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's third down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
General West.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Jackson on first down. Dorsett making the catch. And down inside the 15 he goes. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Throwing is Jackson. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here we go on fourth down. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. We'll call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Allen Robinson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Here's Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nice move, but got him nowhere. Still backed up. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now Jackson back into his end zone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. To throw from his end zone, Jackson. And able to find Dorsett. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission. I think
you took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Going deep downfield for Roll. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more that they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker and get the heck out of here? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Well, one win down, still three.